for the filling. What I usually like to do for my sweet potato pies, I like to roast my sweet potatoes for about an hour or so. It just brings out a nutty, a more rich flavor to the pie. There's different shortcuts you can do to try to mimic that. One of the ones that I found that was good is using a brown butter. Look out in the upcoming weeks. I have that recipe on there, so to make sure that you guys do that right. So in this bowl right now, I've already pureed down my sweet potatoes. I use about 4 pounds of sweet potatoes. I got about 2 cups of puree. Out of that, I'm about to add 2 eggs. In this bowl already, I do have a half a cup of brown and a half a cup of white sugar. I'm going to add a half a cup of milk, a couple of tablespoons of your preferred juice. I like to use pineapple. If you want to omit the juice, you can do that as well. 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And like I said, I'm not going to give you all of my ingredients to make my pie because then you won't buy my pie. But you do have some cloves, some cinnamon, and some nutmeg, whatever you want to put in there to make your pie your own, you do that. So I'm going to get started. Remember, don't get no shells in your pie. Nobody wants that. Yeah, I can smell that. Be careful, don't spill none of this juice. And like I said, I added already the vanilla extract. I like to use pure vanilla, but you know, it can be expensive, so you know, use what you can afford. You know, don't tell nobody, they ain't gotta know, right? And so what we're gonna do, we're gonna whisk this up. Now when you're doing this, right, don't be afraid it's gonna look a little wet. That's why these pies do cook long. Stir that up real good. And once we have this nice and mixed in, we're gonna pour it into the pie. All right now, so here it is. Now, it looked good, but it ain't done. So what you're gonna do now is you're gonna put this in the oven, 350 for about 55 to 60 minutes, or until it's set firm in the middle. All right, it's very important. Don't nobody want a mushy pie, okay? Also, another thing I didn't mention earlier, if you do use, fresh sweet potatoes to cook this, after you puree it, strain it out, or else you're gonna end up with some of that stringy filament in it, and that's not really good to the texture of the pie as well. All right, I'm not gonna tell you to put this on the top, middle, lower portion or section of your oven, because depending on where you live and depending on how your oven cooks, that could be detrimental. So where you normally would bake, put this pie 350, 55 to 60 minutes until firmly set in the middle. Okay. All right, we're gonna show you what it looks like when it's all set.